Welcome to part 2 of the TV wall mounting project. In part 2, we are cutting holes. So currently I'm cutting a hole in the wall for my low voltage box so I can run my HDMI cable through the wall. If it already isn't obvious, I'm not very good with my cameraman skills. If it isn't becoming obvious, I really don't like having my face in videos. Also, I apologize for the very low quality in these videos. My dumbass recorded these in 720p 30 frames a second instead of 4K 60 frames a second like I did on my main phone. So I was wondering why my files were so small. That explains why. You can see I'm just drilling into the drywall right now to get the drywall saw in there easily. At least I was drilling, I'm not right this moment. I'm trying to get the drywall saw out. But I was drilling holes to try and make those bends easy and not screw up the drywall too bad, because I don't cut holes in drywall very often, if it's not obvious enough. You can see how I'm cutting right in this clip. You can see why I wanted to drill some extra holes, but it got the job done and it looks good now. Now would probably be a good time to mention the low voltage box that I chose for this project. It came with a template to install it because it's a old work all-in-one style box for low voltage. I promise shortly here I redo the angle for this video and it looks better. You can see right here I got the hole cut, and now I'm just going to put the low voltage box in place for a test fit and make sure it fits in there properly. Promise me, my son, you always will. Cherish what you love, believe in. I took a bunch of footage out of here because most of it was just you staring at my back. I kept this little bit because this is where I'm fishing the wire through. And I don't think anyone wanted to sit through just more of staring at my back, so. Through the day, see me falling, get down and lonely. I hate to sun the way I'm in the dirt. Hear me screaming, see me bleeding, 'cause the days no more the same when I am. See me falling, you're down and lonely. And here's the finished product down at the bottom where you can see it for the low voltage side. Hear me scream. Here's where I finally fixed my cameraman skills and actually got a good angle that you can see what's going on. You can see when I was drilling this hole I pulled out a little bit of insulation because it hooked on the drill bit. I was trying to avoid that. That made it harder to pull the impact out. In a second here you'll see me pulsing the trigger, and that's just so I don't catch the insulation like that again. Which, actually, I only say that because that worked. I don't know if it was just a fluke or what it was, but it worked perfectly for that. I apologize for there being no audio. That phone has a screwed up microphone. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. This was the time that it didn't work. Here I am now cutting in the hole for the high voltage recessed box. Originally it wasn't going to be a recessed outlet, but I realized that I should probably do recessed because I don't know how well it's going to fit behind the TV. Recessed was the way to go because it fit perfectly now. Seen a world by the side, but there's hope for America. Do you feel satisfied? There's no roses without a thought. Now the curtain is burned. Let the sunshine be your guide. Fly away, it's your turn to embrace your second life. here's the part where I am test fitting the old work box for the recessed outlet to make sure that it actually fit in the hole that I just cut. There was no template for this. I kind of just took the pencil, traced out the box, and hoped for the best, basically. Not a great way of doing this, if I'm honest. As you can see, we got Inspector Chaos down there inspecting the work, making sure it's done correctly. Now we're moving on to the electrical box down below the TV where I'm going to be plugging in the Telus box. I added this one for the entertainment center below, which just has a Telus box, and when I sit down there, my PS5. I should probably state that I did, after cutting the first hole, check to make sure there was no power where I was cutting about halfway through. Not a great time to check, by the way, because there was power right below, and I'm going to point out where it is during this voiceover here. Did a test fit, and you can see that the box needed a little bit of a trim, but it fits in perfectly after that. And that is all for part 2. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now you can see I'm in the other room. I'm doing the other one's electrical box. I bought a new work box because there's this giant hole that I wanted to try and make use of, which is for an intercom, but you can see that my box didn't fit the way I wanted it to, so it would be right behind the TV mount. So I ended up scrapping that idea, and we'll get to that part in a minute. But for now, we're doing low voltage.
If we never change, then how can we grow and ever live? Love is always able to awaken the soul and leave the blue.
You get to watch me continue to struggle and try and fit this stupid electrical box in place, but there was no possible way I could fit it in that hole and have it so I could plug something in. So I gave up.
Compared to one again.
Right about here is where I gave up on trying to fit that electrical box, because it was not going. Right here is where I went to install the low voltage box, but I had realized I bought just a low voltage cover plate. I did not buy a low voltage all-in-one box like I was wanting. Although I did make it work, I should have put a low voltage plate in place as well. And in the future I might actually go in and do that when I go ahead and replace a bit of wire that I need to do and the outlet that I put in. Right about here you see me using the HDMI cable to get a rough measurement of where I need to put the low voltage box. What I would have done is I would have put it next to the outlet, or at least level with the outlet I should say. But due to not having a longer HDMI cable and wanting to get this project done and working, I just raised up the height of the low voltage box to accommodate the length of the HDMI cable. And at this part here, you can see me visually inspecting where the wire is in the wall, because I know there's power where that outlet is. So I just want to see if it was lower down or right where I was going to be cutting.
I wonder what it feels like to find the one in
So you can see me here tracing out where I'm going to put the low voltage plate, or what they called on the package, a cable access plate. I'm tracing it the way I am because this one didn't have a template, and this is when I realized that this this plate is not meant to be mounted directly in the wall like this, which is why I will replace this one in the future.
like a scene straight off the silver screen, so I'll be holding my breath right up till the end, until that moment when I find the one that'll spend forever with. 'Cause nobody wants to be the last one there, and everyone wants to feel like some.
Right here is where I realized that my hole is just slightly too small, and I had to cut it a little bit bigger to get that plate to fit in there properly. But in the end, it all worked out.
Nobody wants to go it on their own, and everyone wants to know they're not alone. There's somebody else that
pushing the plate in like that. Big mistake. I should have waited until I was done. That was a bitch to get out.
And damn it, this feels too right. It's just like deja vu. Me standing here with you, so I'll be holding my breath. Could this be the end? Is it that moment when I find the one that'll spend forever with?
Turning the power back on now that I can, because I'm not cutting near a live wire.
And everyone wants to feel like someone cares, someone to love with my life in their hands. There's gotta be somebody for me like that. 'Cause nobody wants to go it on their own.
Here's the part where I'm just checking to make sure there's no studs or wires or anything in my way where I want to put this outlet.
Somewhere, there's gotta be somebody for me out there.
Now I'm tracing out where I'm going to put the outlet so I can cut the hole.
You can't give up time again.
Now I'm tracing out where I'm going to put the outlet so I can cut the hole.
'Cause it could be the one you're waiting on. 'Cause nobody wants to be the last one there, and everyone wants to feel like someone.
Oh hey, look, the audio's working again.
My life in their hands. There's gotta be somebody for me. Oh, no.
Anyone else test their drill or impact like that or just me?
Everyone wants to know they're not alone. There's somebody else that feels the same somewhere. There's gotta be somebody for me out there. Nobody wants to be the last one there. Everyone wants to feel like someone cares. There's somebody else that feels the same somewhere. There's gotta be somebody for me out there.
God gave me a stern intervention. Now I'm on the verge of redemption. But it's hard to let the past go when the past is always the first thing mentioned. Will the birds still chirp if the sun don't rise? The plants all die if the sun don't shine? How can we see but we run around blind? I'm just asking. And I know in my heart of hearts that if rap don't work, I'll be back in trapping. They pray that I fall while them rats are laughing. I done seen violence, masters, passion. Let me tell you what we believe. Told a lot of lies, don't speak to me. Time to tell the truth, I've increased the need. I guess it's time to let go with
I switched sides like that because I was afraid I was going to cut into the wire that I had ran.
lies, but I burned it up and stood by that bitch with a gasoline can and I doused the fire. But I still got burned. Them tables still got turned. I had to lick my wounds, so know my scars are ones I've earned.
Sin, truth, set you free. That's what the preacher man said to me. Sin, truth, set you free. That's what the preacher man said to me.
This sex, drugs, what we like to idolize. Living for the things that'll kill you, suicide. Holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside your truth, or you will die inside your lies. Money, sex, drugs, what we like to idolize. Living for the things that'll kill you, suicide. Holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside.
Now I'm trying to cut the hole properly to get this box to fit. This was kind of a pain in the ass, but I eventually got it in.
Lights still shining bright from that burning bridge, and I made it off when we made it out, but I still doubt that I can stay away. Love the flame that we set ablaze, we dance around it and we celebrate till someone died, then it resonate, and we point fingers, wanna place the blame. We speculate and they incriminate, leave someone life behind a prison gate. I was filled with hate, there's no hunger like starving artists. My kids relate. I was staying broke, trying to pay my dues. When it's said and done, all the winners lose. Been a lonely path that the sinners choose. Said it's first or last, either win or lose. Life's a garden, better throw your seeds. Grow some trees, better kill the weeds. For got plenty stains still on my soul, like the blood stains on my wardrobe. My horoscope said long journey, but a short road, only Lord knows.
Good truth set you free. It's what the preacher man
You can see I've mostly got it to fit, but I had to remove that clamp that clamps onto the back of the drywall on the one side due to the fact that it was too close to the stud. So I ended up screwing that side into the stud and using the clamp on the other side.
Suicide, holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside your truth, or you gon' die inside your lies. Money, sex, drugs, what we
The hole was still slightly too small though.
living for the things that'll kill you. Suicide, holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside your truth, or you gon' die inside your lies.
At this point, I was trying to put that other clamp back in, but this is where I realized that I couldn't get it to fit.
man said to me. Said the truth will set you free. That's what the preacher man said to me.
Money, sex, drugs, what we like to idolize. Living for the things that'll kill you. Suicide, holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside your truth, or you gon' die inside your lies. Money, sex, drugs, what we like to idolize. Living for the things that'll kill you. Suicide, holding on to secrets in your life, eat you alive. Live inside your truth, or you gon' die inside your life.
The audio quit working at some point in this project at this part, but I don't know exactly where, so yeah.
No suds, some bad motherfuckers just rolled up. Yeah, firecracker, short fuse. I pulled the plug out on you like a corkscrew. No limit, no curfew. Yeah, to get everything I wanted in this lifetime, I had to put my beliefs on the front line. In every song that I sing, it's always been you and me. Tell my baby it'll be another late night. I left work 8 hours after midnight. No breaks, no sleep, and it's always been you and me. It's always been you and me. No money, no short change. You still hating, poor thing. Middle fingers up, tell you one more thing. Yeah, you can't hear me, let me dumb it down. I'm slum by nature from a small town.
And that is all for part 2. Thanks for watching.